Okay, so let me tell you something. See, hiring smartly is also one of the most important aspects of your business. Running your business is not just all about getting sales, marketing properly, and doing every other things that has to do with bringing in money. Hiring with your sense is going to really, really help your business a whole lot. I'm not even joking. And it doesn't matter how smart you are, how much effort you put in, how calculated, how articulated, how sensible you are in hiring, you will still meet bad stuff. In fact, you will meet the one that will make you think about your life like, is it I'm a bad boss? Is it that people are just naturally not good, some people. So you will meet them, you still meet them in the course of your hiring. So you need to settle that one in your own mind. Now, another thing I want you to establish is that you must hire according to your own business needs at the stage where you are. Look into your own business, okay? And know what exactly your own business need at the particular time, what you can afford, what you cannot afford at that particular time. When I'm hiring, there are so many things I look out for. Number one is age, okay? Age is very, very important because sometimes age affects people's mentality, all right? I don't go for older people. I don't go for maybe like 35, 40. No, 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 no. I can't deal. Number one, they have family responsibilities a lot. They can say, my uncle's child is like this, my grandfather's son, they say somebody in the village did like this, my younger sister did this and did that, convocation. They have things to do like almost every week. You can't blame them. They have grown to that level where they now occupy a certain kind of position, maybe first daughter, second daughter. They have nephews, uncles, nieces. They have a lot to do. That they have a lot of responsibilities. So I don't go for them because it's not going to benefit my business at the stage where we are. Okay. And another thing is that they can easily ask you for money. They will tell you, please, oh, can you pay me forward? That kind of a thing. And again, their mindset sometimes is not open to learning. Yeah, because they already have a particular idea that is formed in their head. So if you're trying to teach them this, trying to, like, I had one that time. I think she was like 32 or 34 thereabout. She doesn't know how to use Instagram. She doesn't know WhatsApp. She's actually an ND graduate, right? But she doesn't know all those things. When you're even trying to teach her, okay. When you tell her come and do a video, she's like, wow, I can't do this. That kind of. She already has her mind locked up, formed idea, formed opinion, formed way of doing things. So trying to get that person back into this place where we are now is very difficult. I'm not saying everybody's like that, okay, but I'm just telling you that these people already have a formed idea and they already have a formed relationship. They already have responsibilities. They already occupy certain position in their family, and that does not work for me. It does not work for me at all. So what I do, I go for younger people, not because I want to take advantage of them. No, because most of them are still staying with their parents, so their parents take up so many responsibilities, traveling for this, traveling for that. So probably they're just waiting to get into university. They need to be occupied. They also need to make money. They also are very willing to learn. Yeah, they are very excited about life. They are new in this thing. They want to learn. They want to be involved in this. They want to create content. They want to, be in front of camera. They want to learn editing. They are very eager to learn. They are savvy. They are sagacious. They are excited. But they can be very stubborn. Like you will talk and talk and talk. But I still prefer them because you can easily teach them, they can easily pick up and take up responsibility, and they are very, very willing to learn. So that's why I prefer this particular age for me, for my own business. Another thing is experience. See, let me tell you, um I know that people can be trained to do something, but I can assure you that having someone with little, even if it's very little experience about, for me, for my own business now, maybe the person had been a sales rep before, selling something, at least attending to customer, talking to them and all. Because before I hire you, demonstrate for me. Okay, so I walk into the place. How do you want to attend to me? Then you go ahead and show me how you want to attend to me. Then I will know. It is always better for me to take up somebody that have had at least little experience. Then we build on that than taking someone that have no clue. They have never sold anything. They just jumped out from their father's or mother's house and pew straight into the shop to come and do what it is more difficult. Okay, and sometimes the truth is they find it difficult, okay, to adapt, because this is what they've not done before. All right, they've not done it before. So if you're trying to teach them, if you're trying to tell them, okay, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do, you have to talk to customers like this. Like a customer will walk into a shop and they will literally scatter the whole place. You have to keep bringing out clothes, bringing out clothes, bringing out. You bring out to 50 items that are already folded or already arranged in a hanger. You bring out up to 50, and this person will try everything. At the end of the day, they will just maybe pick like one just to pity you. What you have to do, you have to start again to rearrange them according to their sizes, fold the ones you need to fold, and put them accordingly. Someone who already, have an idea of this thing, they won't see it as a big deal, right? Of course, they know this is normal. They will just fold this and then keep the place in order. But somebody who is new into this and it's happening for the first time, person will be weary, person will be tired. In fact, I have actually had a staff that came one day. That day, we started sales that day, and she came that day. After that day, she didn't come again. She said she was too exhausted. Like her auntie was even calling. She refused to come again. That was the first and the last she ever came there, because she said the work was too much for her. I mean, do you not want us to sell before? We will sell now. We have sale. We did sales and people came and you're already exhausted. So that is it for me. If you have had experience, you have sold something anywhere at all before, it will tick very good for me. Another thing I look out for is salary expectation. Okay, if your salary expectation does not match my budget, we can't work together. And I don't try to, negotiate salary. I don't do that. I don't try to negotiate it down. For example, if you tell me you're going to take 40K and I'm willing to pay 30, I'll now come and tell you, oh, please now, can we do 30? No, I'm not doing. If that is your expectation, that is what you are willing, out of the abundance of your heart, you are willing to take. It's very fantastic for me. I can only negotiate higher. Like I can tell you, for example, if my standard I think is 30 and then you tell me you collect 20, I'll tell you it's 30 that I pay. Some people, when I tell them, they are very excited. I prefer that. I prefer you are excited about your salary than you are considering me like you're trying to do it to please me, or let's say to do me a favor. That's the right word, to just do me a favor. No, I feel like your heart and your mind will not be in the job, and I will tell you clearly, I'm sorry, I cannot afford this amount that you are willing to take, and so I cannot be able to pay you. Sometimes I hear people say, you must always pay a certain kind of amount, you must always. But what if your business cannot afford it at that particular time? If your business cannot afford it, you will not give yourself. Doesn't mean you will not get people. You will still get people. All those people that are paying millions, they started from somewhere too. They started from maybe paying 15K, 10K, 30K, 40K. They started. So you want to now say, because you want to hire the most professional human being, you need an editor, you need this one, you need this one. You now go and choke yourself for money that you have not seen to build your business, money that you use to build your own business. You're not using it to pay somebody when your business is not even big enough. Why don't you hire according to what your business can afford at that particular time, and then invest part of the money in marketing and in buying more goods and in selling more, so that you make more money and your business will grow. Then you can afford the bigger professionals that can handle the different things. Me, I don't hire to please anybody. I hire according to the need of my business and the amount that I can afford to give at that particular time. And there will not be any issue of not paying salary, owing salary, or the business struggling to pay. No, I don't do that. If I can't afford you, it's fine. I can't afford you. I work with the people that I can afford. And they come with their own small headache. But it's the same thing everywhere, right? So that's how me I hire. I don't hire above my budget. I hire according to my own budget. Another thing is your residential address. If I'm hiring somebody and where they live is very far away from where the shop is, I don't hire that person for obvious reasons. I'm sure you've heard or seen people say you must reside around so and so. So here are the reasons. Number one, timing. Even the ones that they have their houses are a stone throw away from your own place. They can even lock the shop and go home and sleep. Or they can decide to come very late. Okay, they have their own challenges, but you cannot control everything. So this particular one that me I can control, like your time of resume, you tell me there was traffic, trailer fall for road, motor jam cow, or this one happened, that's why he did not come, he did not see motor because of rain. The story is a lot. I cannot I cannot deal. Like, you don't want to go through that headache of say somebody have not resumed work by 1 hour after the resumption time because of so and so. So everybody that anybody, let me not say everybody, yeah, I think it's everybody, yeah, I've not had anybody that stays very far away like that. I always look out for people that are within. There are a lot of people within. Anybody that I'm going to hire must be residing within the shop vicinity. Okay, so you don't have any excuse to say this one, that one, that one. And also, it's also for the staff benefit, right? Because your staff cannot close maybe by 7 and they're getting home by 9 o'clock. That's a lot of stress. And in the morning, they're supposed to come back to work. They will now come back exhausted, haggard, looking anyhow, because they've not had proper rest or proper sleep. And then it also affects the way they attend to your customers and all that. So I don't want that. You need to get home. Maybe just 5 minutes. You've already taken a walk to your house. My staff, their house is just like a stone throw away from the shop. Okay. So, and the third thing is, it will also affect the amount of money that you're going to be paying the staff, because a staff that is earning maybe like 30K and is spending like 9,000 on transport, or 10,000 or 12,000, now that transportation is very high, how much will the person now be going home with at the end of the month? It will be small. So that means you have to pay more. So, and then what if you cannot pay more, right? So why don't I look for people that are around, that, so let's know that that cost of transportation is out of you. It's no longer going to be your burden, because the person is not spending a lot on transportation. Okay, so that's why I always look out for people that are around. If your house is far, I'm sorry, we can't work together. Now the next one is, this one is very is very strange, but it's actually very important. Who do they live with? The person they live with is very important. Okay, very important. I always consider that as a factor, because I've had a lot of experiences. This At this age, there are different people they can live with. They can live with their friends, they can live with their siblings, they can live with their uncles, they can live with their parents. All right, I have had different experiences, but I think I still prefer people that live with their parents. Okay, let me tell you my experience with people that live with their parents. First of all, number one, it depends on the kind of parents they live with. I think that is a factor. I've worked with one rather, that live with her mom, and one day she just works less than 1 month, and one day they had a program, her mom came to the shop and carried her. Like they literally locked the shop, and both of them went to church, left the shop like that by 5. We have not even closed. In fact, that 5 p.m. was like the peak of the day for us, when people are coming back from work and they will stop by. Customers are literally calling me, I'm in your shop is locked. I call this lady, ma, I dey church, I dey church. Hey God. He said, I dey church, I dey church. It's like, is my head okay? What is going on? What am I hearing? I had to drive down to the shop. Like, what is the problem? In fact, I got there, she was not yet there. I had to call and call before she finally came out. What happened? And her mother came and said that this program they have to attend. Just like that, just lock my shop, you and your mother. I just collected my key. You know what? Get out, just be going. The other one too that that stay with her parents, she will tell me that her mother say she should wash clothes in the morning. It's already past 9. We open by 7:30. It's past 9. This girl is washing clothes for her mother. Next one, she say her mother sent her to the market. Next one, say her mother say she should cook. That they didn't have food in the house, so her mother say she should cook. Ha! Wahala no be small thing. So that's why I just say, you know what? It's okay. It's like it's affecting me. It's affecting the business. You're not coming every time people are calling me. Well, your shop is locked. Your shop. She can just stay like this now. She don't leave. My mother sent me to go to so place. Is that why we are here? Is that what I'm going to be suffering? Your mother say, your father say, your father. I beg. So that one too, I say, you know what? Go. Then there is one that this one she have outgrown her own mother. her mother, her mother, I mean, okay, it's her father that used to come to look for her in the shop. She doesn't sleep in the house. Okay, she will come to the shop and she'll be smelling of alcohol. She will dress anyhow. She doesn't know how to talk. As they are teaching her, she's looking at it like, who is this one? That one you go know say she don go far. She has gone far. She stay with her parents o, but she has, when they are talking A, she's hearing B. In fact, her father will come and tell me, come and complain about her to me, that I should do what now? I should do what exactly? No. In all of this, I think I still prefer the ones that stay with their parents, because the two that are currently staying with me right now, that have stayed, that have worked with me for a couple of time now, and I see the way they behave, the way they take the work seriously, the way they come early, the way they are not arrogant, they are not giving so many excuses and all that. They still stay with their parents. Okay, so that is why I say it depends on the kind of parents and the kind of home they are coming out from. All right. And as for those that stay with their siblings, those ones they will tell you. I've had one that told me her sister is not feeling well. Of course, will you leave your sister at home and come to work? That your sister is not feeling well. They are the only ones here in town, so she didn't come to work for 2 days. And you know the funny part, I got to find out when I was already in the shop. Customer will call me, what's happening? I'm in your shop, nobody's here. And then I'm calling this person is not picking. I'm now calling another person that knows her, and the person is informing me that her sister is not feeling well, so that's why she could not come. Abi, is it the one that stays with her friends, that when you come to the shop you see her friends, all of them inside the shop, they are sitting on the table, some are standing on the chair, some are putting their legs on this one, some are, they are just gisting. In fact, the place will just look very rowdy. Those ones are a no-no for me. If you are staying with your friends, it's going to be like a one or two thing. Oh, I will put two and two together and I'll be like, boy, this one may not work. So it's already ticked as negative for me. Then the ones that stays with their uncle, I've had that one now. My uncle say, my uncle did not say, my uncle did this, my uncle's wife did that, my uncle's wife did that. Next thing, I want to go. After maybe like a couple of weeks of drama, my uncle can be a whole lot. So what I prefer like from my own experience. Everything I'm telling you is from my own experience, okay? And I've had to discuss with a couple of people too about it. When we have this kind of conversation, we always talk about it, and it seems that the ones that stay with their parents, at least they have some level of, discipline and all that. They are the ones that are good parents. So, like, good parents. So, like, I've told you my own experience too. So I've told you about it. It depends on the kind of parents they have, but generally speaking, the ones that stay with their parents, they tend to, be more cool-headed, and they are a yes for me. Another thing is your future or present ambition. Yeah, these people are still young, so definitely they will go to school, they want to learn a skill, they want to do something. For those that want to, not every one of them can afford to, not every one of them is interested. Some are interested in business, some are interested in going to learn handwork, some are interested in going to school. So me, I always ask, okay, so what do you plan to do in the next 2 years, in the next 1 year? If you tell me that they are going to write jam in 2 months time, I'm not working with you. Sorry, you can't. Not after putting all my efforts to train you to do all the necessary things. Then in 2 months time, tell them that you are going. No, now it's not. You have to now take me back to square one, where I'll start looking for somebody else to come and interview and train and all that. So I prefer people that at least they can stay for a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So I will have a level of stability. This business will have some level of stability over a particular period of time. Definitely, people will not work with me forever now. People will grow, people will change jobs, people will do other stuff with their life, okay? So, but then I still need somebody that can stay for a little longer before leaving. Not you hire someone today, next month you're hiring another, next 2 months you're hiring another, and you keep going like that, like that, like that. It's not good for you, it's not good for me, it's not good for my own business. I have so many other things that I look out for, but this one now is going to be the last for this particular video because I don't want it to be too long. The last thing I ask them is, why did you leave your former place of work? Of course, it's important I understand why you left your former place of work. Let me give you an example. This one is for domestic servants, but it's still part of the example. I asked somebody, so why there are two people actually. Okay, no, one person. One person for the house, one person for the this thing for the shop. The one person I asked about the house. So why did you leave? She was applying to be a help with domestic staff. I asked her, so why did you leave your place of work? You know what she said? She said because her madam accused her of trying to seduce the husband. I'm like, hello, is my ear paining me? In fact, immediately she said, immediately she opened her mouth to say that. I said, you know what? Don't worry yourself. She said, no, ma, I'm not like that. Oh, blah blah. I said, don't worry. For you to even open your mouth, like the thing was not even heavy in your mouth. Like you open your mouth like this and say, wow, my sister, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't I didn't even continue with the interview again. In fact, I think that was like the second question I asked. After that one, I said, don't worry. Then for the shop own, I asked somebody, so why did you leave your former place? She said because she was always coming late and madam fired her. In fact, she said, first of all, she said that her madam fired her. I said, why? She said nothing. I said, it's not possible now. How can somebody just wake up and just fire you like that? So she now said that because she came late. I said, you came late one day and the person just, she said, no, that stink is just like 3 times. So I say, you just like 3 times. I said, no what, don't bother yourself. In fact, this particular one, I didn't even invite her to come. It was phone conversation first of all. I asked her one or two. Then she said that. I said, you know what, don't bother to come. Don't worry, I don't want. So you see, it's important you ask that question. Like I've had one that said, okay, most of them actually have told me that why they left was because of salary. salary was too poor, and some of them said they relocated. If it's salary, there's no problem with that. I can deal with that. Is it not salary? We discuss our own salary, and I always make sure I pay above my peers. What I mean, in the area where we live, for the kind of things we do there, there is a certain mark that people think is okay to pay. Like I've had somebody come to tell me that, why are you paying your staff this amount of money? It's too much now. You're going to spoil these people now. Tomorrow when we offer them like this, they cannot be able to collect. They will not collect. They will not want to work. Guess what? That guy doesn't have a staff. His staff keeps leaving all the time, all the time. Like your pay is too poor, so why wouldn't they leave? So I always try to consider them and always offer them what they ask for, you know. And most of the people I work with, they don't ask for outrageous amount. In fact, there are some that even ask for lesser. I tell them this is what I'm going to pay, and they are excited and they are happy, and we work together peacefully. So asking about why you left your former place of work is important. It's important for me. It's important that I find out why you left. And apart from you hiring for your own benefit, also it helps you know how to manage your staff better, because I've actually had one tell me that the place she's working is too stressful. Like it's like a journey. When she told me the place, it's like a journey. Like she will leave by 6:30 in the morning, and she will go and wait for the bus, and the bus will take them, and they close by 7 p.m. and the bus will bring them back, and she's getting home like 10 p.m. That the job was too stressful. And it got me thinking also of how I can make job not so stressful for my staff, and so they don't start leaving, because I'm a human being too. I have worked in a private organization, like a 9 to 5 kind of setting, so I know how well we were treated, how the salary was and all that. So I wouldn't want to, compress somebody, pressure somebody, shrink somebody just because they want to work for me. No. So asking about why they left their place of work is also important for me as an employer, so I know to treat them better, you know. Yeah. Summarily, these are just the few important questions I ask, and that helps me to make the right decision. Does that mean staff will not still go? There we go. If you have this clue, if you know these things, if you ask these kind of questions, it will help you to make the right decision. And then it will still depend on the person to stay or not to stay. All right. You know that you have solved 80% of the staff wahala and employment issues, and it will now be left with you and the staff, or the staff herself, to decide whether to stay or not, because something can come up and the person will leave. The person can have other plans. Like while answering your question, they can lie to you. They will tell you all the things you want to hear. Meanwhile, they already have their own plans. And once the plan just clicks, can be 1 week, can be 2 weeks, can be in a month, pew, they will just decide to leave. What are you going to do? You move on, you continue. But I can guarantee you that if you ask the necessary questions, you will have a clue of the kind of person you're going to employ. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.